And oh, good day, all of you. John Henderson, Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition. Another review here. I'm staying in not my old room, but somewhere close to an old room that I stayed here at my parents' house. I'm visiting for the holidays. Hey, happy holidays to all of you out there. Today, we're looking at Crazy Stallion Classic Lager. 5.9%. It says American made, handcrafted classic lager. Brewed at Hornell Brewing Company, Lacrosse, Wisconsin. Special agreement by Latrobe, PA. Lacrosse, Wisconsin, City Brewing. So might be a little suspicious, questionable stuff. So 5.9% ABV. Both Untap and Rate Beer give it very, very, very poor scores. So I know what I'm about to get. I guess this is considered an extra strong beer, maybe an adjunct lager. I picked this up at this little liquor store in Orange, New Jersey. And again, these beers are very kind of hard to find unless you live in certain areas in areas across the country. I'm sure pretty much in the Midwest, this beer is pretty much everywhere up there. But so very hard to find down in the southeast part of the country where I stay. I stay in Georgia. I also lived in Mobile, so I definitely couldn't find this in Mobile. So I guess this is an extra strong beer, American Adjunct Lager. Again, not really good scores on Untappd or Rate Beer. They don't really think highly of this beer, so might as well. Here's what the beer looks like. Kind of a bit clear, as you can see. Nothing fancy about this. Very typical strong, corn, some strong sugars in this, some extra strong corn syrup, which is kind of the most you're going to get when you're drinking an extra strong beer, high gravity beer, doppel beverage such as these. So, oof. I said might as well try it. So I was able to try the Labatt Ice earlier the other day. So I said, okay, let's try this one. Wow. Here we go, Mazel Tov. City Brewing does a lot of contract brews for a lot of different companies. They'll do beers for contract brew beers for Guinness Blonde. They'll do stuff for Boston Beer Company. Of course, the people behind Sam Adams, Boston Lager, and some of their other beverages, Twisted Tea. And for let's see what else they contract brew for. I'd like to also do some things possibly maybe for Yingling. Just brew the beers for them. Here, this is on the contract. You make sure this beer tastes what we make sure in our recipe that we brew at our facility, the main headquarters. You make sure that this beer tastes the same, or else, guess what? You're gone. And most of these breweries, when they get an opportunity to, we're in agreement to brew a beer for a company, that is a big deal for that company, for that brewery, I should say. In terms of, recognition, in terms of, hey, they have confidence and believe in what they're doing. So, and then of course, City Brewing does things for companies or for their own stuff that are brewed for their own company, and they're sold at different stores throughout the Midwest. Also, a lot of these name brand stores, name brand conglomerates like Walmart or Costco, Meijer, Kroger's, local grocery stores, Ingles, say, hey, this beer is going to be sold exclusively to this store only, BJ's Wholesale, whatever, Some stuff have been okay. Other stuff have not been great from City Brewing. And when I saw this, I said, my antennas kind of went up. But I said, Let's give it a chance and see what happens. So. Again, this has been super cold outside, so obviously that's very key, especially for the ABV on this beer. Yes, very important. But I'm getting a very apple juice-like taste from this. Very strong apple juice-like taste. I don't know, guys. I mean, I want to give this thing a chance. 5.9%. Again, it's cold. I can't imagine what it's like when it's warmed up. So, if you saw my last video with Labette, I've had it stored outside. Of course, it's been very cold at nighttime the past couple of days, 20 something degrees here in the New Jersey area. So, I've been keeping some of those beers cold there so I can, make sure that I'm not gonna, and I don't want to hear any flack from or any stuff from my parents about, oh, all these beers here. What are you doing, son? What are you drinking? You have a drinking problem. And I said, no, Dad, Mom, Papa, I have no drinking problem. So, but that's usually what the conversation would be like. So, in any event, it has a very apple juice flavor to this, but there's a very balance of some interesting hops and slight amount of sweetness to it, but but the apple juice flavor is just like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm looking at the website right here on the Malt Liquor page for the Crazy Stallion. Go to 40-ounce Malt Liquor, and I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, it's nothing to really to be interested about, but it's not. I guess maybe the apple-like flavor, the sweetness is just maybe a little off for me in this. But like I said, I was willing to try to give it a shot, see what it is. I mean, it's okay. I ain't gonna say it's the greatest thing, but it's okay. I don't say it's poor, but there's something off about this flavor. Again, this is that thing I just mentioned. It's just ain't hitting with me compared to other 5.9%, extra strong beers. I think Colt 45 is 5.9%, even though maybe even view some ice beers or that same ABV, Bush Ice, uh, Natty Ice, or Milwaukee Ice, Milwaukee's Best Ice. I think King Cobra might be in that same level. 5.9, 5.8, same OE, probably in that same level as well. But I don't know, guys. This just ain't doing it for me. But it's all right. So I'm gonna go. And I think there was some issue a couple of years ago about the people, Native Americans, were kind of offended by the name Stallion. Crazy Stallion. The horse and the Cherokee, you can see in the beer right there. And also you can see the price right over there. This is $1.25. So this is probably not. Maybe you think you may be getting a good value. Yeah, I always say when you think you're getting a good value, sometimes be warned that good value may not be a good quality product. So, and to me, this is kind of up that alley. It's not a good quality thing, but again, like I said, I'm glad I got to sample this. Get to try things that I guess you probably won't see again. So, fair score on this, I'm gonna say this is about a C minus for me. So I'm gonna go 6.97. I think that's what it is. I mean, it's not horrible product, but it's not not even up to being a good product. It's about kind of that way. So I think that's a fair score. So 6.97 for the Crazy Stallion, and it's a classic lager. How classic is it? But may not to be to you, but for others maybe, but it's not. So that's my score. Hey, what are you gonna do? Unfriend me? Oh well. No. But anyway, that's the score. John Henderson Beer, the Beverage Rambleton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. Live, laugh, and love. Stallion! He's a stallion. Yeah! Oh, stallion. All right.